Hey, good people. This is Empress Jennifer. I'm not going to show my face this time because I'm trying to collect myself together because I'm thinking about my son Tremaine. I'm thinking about how he possibly, I don't know, suffered or was manipulated. All I know is my son is on my mind. And people, do you wonder why this single melanated woman is being harassed so much? Because my spirit is saying these people manipulated my child, my Starcy, who is trying to become a rapper. Yeah, they manipulated him. Use someone who favors me to murder him. Mind you, in 2007, my son was hanging out with some of his friends that, quote unquote, he was supposedly shot, but yet nobody recovered. This is back in 2007, and this goes back to the life insurance. This also goes back to me contacting the Attorney General's office. At that time, the sitting Attorney General was Pam Bondi. So therefore, the Attorney General's office has been contacted on multiple occasions pertaining to me and my family. All I know is my Starcy, my child, is not here. And no one from law enforcement wanted to give me any information pertaining to what happened. As a matter of fact, they laughed in my face. So at this point, people, I just feel like my child is not here. But on November 19th, 2007, I don't believe that is when he passed away. Because we're talking about life insurance fraud. I believe it was staged. It was staged, and so when I go into law enforcement asking what happened, they already know what happened because they wanted to get paid off my child's death. They all committed life insurance fraud, people. They took my son's life so they can live and gain profit off my child like they're trying to do with my life. And then you want to try to label me crazy, and I was trying to figure out what I'm saying with my brother. how all of a sudden he just come out his mouth and say, I'm gonna call my older sister and she's gonna have you Baker acted. And I'm looking at him like, what are you talking about? We're having a normal conversation. I'm not acting ill, other than maybe challenging him, saying, no, I'm not gonna do that, I'm not with that, or whatever, because he doesn't want you to do that because he's a narc. But anyway, Most High, my son's blood, his life was not taken in vain, and my life will not be taken, period. I call judgment on all of you today, August 20th, 2024. You and all your cronies and constituents, you are going to pay for what you have done. Just because you think my child and my life means nothing, so you and your family can gain profits off of people's lives. Not so. Like I said, people, you better open up your eyes. If you had loved ones on the street during C-19, was it C-19 that took them out? Or was it this organized criminal ring who say, okay, we got this policy on that one, go ahead and kill them. They have C-19, go ahead and let them die so we can gain this life insurance money off of them. I mean, it could be a conspiracy or it could not be. All I'm saying is my son is no longer here, and no one had the decency to answer my question about, are you going to arrest the people that was around him, that I'm being told that was around him at the time this quote-unquote gunshot happened. And yet, these people are trying to take my human rights from me, not to be able to provide for myself, be beneath them when I am royalty. You are beneath me. I don't care where you sit, because you are barbaric and just, I mean, even a dog, at this point, even a rat gets my honor, not you. And like I said, you people thought you were so clever, had me all hemmed up. But it just took one decent person with a soul to say, let's look into this. Ashley, Moody, so here we are today, awaiting your smear campaign for capitalizing off the back of my child. How much money did you get? How much money are you trying to capitalize off killing me? And I'm talking to all of you who conspired to do this. You are sick in your head. And woe unto you who have conspired to do this. And if I'm lying about something and using your name, Attorney Benjamin Crump, Ashley Moody, all of you who knew something about my son's demise, and now you're trying to kill me because I didn't fold or bend to letting it go like my family, my Sandra, Randy, Andra, they kept saying, just let it go, Jen, just let it go. Bitch, that was my child. Why should I have to let something go about a whole human being trying to better his life, and you took it so you can gain off of his back? But I kept saying, when Chris Brown broke out, Chris Brown looks so much like my son. He really does. And I'm not saying anything about Chris Brown at this time because I don't really know the truth. But what I do know is that my son Tremaine is no longer with me. And what I was told was that his girlfriend, she hears a shot. But then when I go over to where he was supposed to be at, he's not there. These people were seen by my own eyes. Police officers allowing the people that was around my child to clean up the apartment, wipe it down, remove items out of the apartment that could have been very pertinent to my son's case, and blood and what have you. And they did come. I called the police department, my local police department, and said, well, this mother is cleaning up this apartment that should be a crime scene, but yet they were allowed to live in there. The apartment never was made a crime scene. Detective Austin. Now, anyway, I'm going to collect myself. I'm grounding myself for this news because I want my news, and I am going to get my news, and I am going to see you on public display for your barbaric treatment of myself and my child and possibly others. Anyway, people, like I said, beautiful people do beautiful things. People who try to hide behind a mask and a title, who smile in your face, but yet they are very cunning and snakish and have done devilish things even unto murder. Those are the ones you need to be watching, pursuing. I'm just little old me trying to make it in this world, trying to survive this atrocity against my constitutional rights in America. And my poor son, to whom I could not save because you distracted him to be around some thug that he thought was a friend. Just as you allowed John, who I believe have a very lengthy criminal background, but because you used him as a mule and me as a pawn, but he could not kill me because God said no. He's seen what you people have done in the past. He knows everything that you have done and how you tried to take me and my family down after you have already taken others down by the same manipulative practices that you tried to do on me. But like I told you before, I am your walking karma. You are going to be prosecuted. You are going to meet a demise, whether it be imprisonment or in a pine box. Because Ezekiel 33:79 states that I am to warn you of your behaviors, your abuse, and that the wicked shall die, not by my hands, but by the might and the word of the Most High that shall not return back void. You've already committed murders and trying to put somebody who looks like me. Was it Grace? Who was it? And then when Peggy Cusack ran into my car, my Mitsubishi, and then Ron Norris, who claims that it was a complete total. Dan Newland, Scott Lyotta, under your umbrella, who denied me my right in the accident that was not my fault. So all you capitalize on my pain and misery, and all of you are trying to conspire to kill me. So again, people, if they let this video go out, do not call me. I don't know who you are. Do not call me. If they let this video go out, my life is not a joke. This is very serious. People with stature who we consider upstanding, law, your honor, are the very ones, the sickos, who are paying big money to have me harassed, followed, tracked, monitored. You are barbaric. And whether you succeed or not in the murder of me, you will still meet your demise. And it is August 20th, 2024 at 1:56 p.m. My clock says the Spirit is speaking to you.